My girlfriend said, "I'm going clubbing with guys. You can't stop me, we aren't married." I said, "You're right." I packed her bags and left them outside. When she came back at 3 a.m., I texted, "Now you're not dating either. Enjoy the streets." And I swear I'm typing this right now at 4:02 a.m. while my ex-girlfriend, Madison, is downstairs screaming at the top of her lungs like the entire apartment building owes her something. I can hear her voice echoing up the stairwell every few minutes, and honestly, it feels like the perfect soundtrack to finally tell this story. I'm 30M, she's 27F, and somehow I still didn't see just how deep her entitlement went until tonight blew everything open. We'd been together for 2 years. She moved into my place last spring after claiming her roommate bailed on the lease, but months later, I learned she was actually kicked out because she never paid her part. Should have been a first red flag, but I guess when you're in love, you cling to excuses instead of facts. The agreement was simple. She'd give me $400 a month for utilities and groceries until she got stable at her part-time job working at a clothing store. Well, $400 became $200, then $100, then "Can I pay you Friday?" My check was short, and then nothing. I let it slide because I thought helping your partner through rough patches was just part of loving someone. But this wasn't a rough patch. This was her lifestyle. Anyway, tonight starts with me getting home around 6. Ordinary Friday. I'm tired from debugging code all day. Madison is in the bathroom, doing her makeup like she's preparing for an award show. New dress, tight, short, definitely not the kind of thing she usually wears around me. I ask where she's going, and she says, totally casual, clubbing with a friend from work. I ask if I should come, and she laughs like I just suggested joining NASA. You wouldn't like it. It's not your vibe. That was weird enough, but when she went to take a shower, her phone kept lighting up on the couch. I didn't snoop. I don't need to. Notifications were right there, bold and bright like they wanted me to see them. Can't wait to dance with you tonight. Wear that dress I love. You owe me the first dance. 3 different guys. I felt my stomach twist. When she came out, I tried to keep calm. I asked who was going. She instantly got defensive, accusing me of being controlling. The usual script. And then she said it. "We aren't married, Ethan. You don't get to tell me what to do." And something just snapped in my head, but not angrily. More like clarity for the first time in months. I said, "You're right." She smirked like she won something. "Exactly. You don't control me." And I told her, "Yep, and I don't have to date you either." She rolled her eyes, grabbed her purse, and slammed the door, not knowing I was already done. For a few minutes, I sat there staring at the wall, the silence ringing in my ears like a warning bell. Then I got up, grabbed the suitcases from my closet, and methodically packed everything she owned. Clothes, shoes, makeup, even those stupid matching pink slippers she forced me to wear for a couple photos. Took pictures of everything with timestamps. Then moved all her stuff to my assigned storage cage in the basement. Changed the locks. Cleaned up the apartment until it felt like mine again. Timestamp on the final picture. 11:38 p.m. At 3:02 a.m., pounding started. Ethan, open the door." I let her knock for 2 minutes before texting her. "We're not dating anymore. Your belongings are in storage cage 5B. The key is with the night guard." She screamed like she was being murdered. Security came, asked her if she was on the lease. She wasn't. She left crying around 4:30 with her friend. I thought that would be the end, but of course not. The next 2 days were pure chaos. First came the emotional roller coaster texts. "I can't believe you did this. Please, baby. You're insane. You ruined everything. I love you. Please talk to me." Then her mother, Deborah, called, yelling at me for abandoning her daughter at night like a dog. I politely reminded her that her daughter told me she was basically single. Deborah did not appreciate that. Saturday afternoon, my buddy Chris, he's a paralegal, called to tell me Madison posted on Instagram that I violently threw her out, smashed her belongings, and left her homeless. Lies, all of it. I sent him the timestamps, photos, and security documents. He said I was legally fine. Sunday morning, 2 cops showed up. Someone, gee, wonder who, claimed I illegally evicted her. I explained everything calmly, showed proof, explained she paid no rent, and declared herself independent. Older cops said technically she could argue tenant rights, but given the circumstances, it was a gray area and they weren't arresting me. Monday, my building manager told me her mother tried to force them to give her a key. Then came the fake legal email from a Gmail account claiming I owed her $15,000 for emotional distress. Chris laughed so hard he choked. Then Friday came, and my worst nightmare hit. She showed up at my workplace, crying, screaming about how I threw her out on the street, in front of my coworkers, in front of my boss. My boss pulled me aside and said, "Document everything and don't engage." I wanted to die from embarrassment. Saturday morning, things calmed down again. And then Sunday at 6 a.m., the building fire alarm blared. Entire place evacuated. Turns out, someone pulled the fire alarm on my floor. Security footage caught her sneaking in behind another tenant, pulling the alarm and running out. Building manager filed a police report. She got fined $500. But she wasn't done. Week 2, she made a fake social media account pretending to be me, messaging my cousin saying I was depressed and suicidal. My family freaked out. I had to explain everything. Then she called my mother, my sweet, extremely direct mother, and cry about how I abandoned her. My mom said, and I quote, "Maybe try behaving like a grown woman instead of a spoiled child," and hung up. Week 3 was a final meltdown. Her friend kicked her out. She had to move back into her parents' basement. Her mom called me raging that I stole Madison's savings. What savings? She gave me maybe $800 total in 8 months. The delusion was unreal. And then, oh, the universe really delivered. Someone sent me screenshots from Madison's latest post about her toxic ex. People tore her apart. Multiple guys commented, "Didn't you tell everyone you were single?" Another wrote, "You tried to hook up with me and 2 of my friends the same night." Even her friends called her out. She deleted it within an hour. But screenshots hit group chats faster than wildfire. And for the first time in months, I felt something like peace. Today, the building lawyer sent her a final cease and desist. She's now blocked on everything. Haven't heard from her in 4 days. My apartment is quiet. My bills are lower. My stress is gone. I even started going back to the gym. My friends told me she's been trying to date again, but keeps getting ghosted because word got around. Apparently, when 3 guys confirm you try to play all of them at once, people stop viewing you as girlfriend material. She's currently working the same retail job, back in her childhood bedroom, posting inspirational quotes about healing and self-love. Meanwhile, I'm finally breathing again. And Madison, if you're reading this, because I know you stalk every corner of the internet, you were right. We weren't married, and now we aren't anything. Enjoy the freedom you wanted so badly. The streets missed you.